Hey, what's up guys, Pretty Cool Films, and today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse figures, Batman and Mr. Freeze from Arkham City. So, I don't have the packaging, but these guys claim to be adult collector, but with the posability being limited and some of these figures not even coming with accessories, I just don't exactly see it. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. So, real quick, Mr. Freeze stands about closer to 5 inches rather than 3 1/4 or 3 3/4 inch, like the box claims, which I actually don't have anymore. And then Batman stands about 4 1/4 inches tall. So let's just review Batman real quick. So he is sporting his Arkham City look. It's pretty good for the most part. Sculpt wise is pretty good. He kind of has a peanut head and his logo is super huge, and that belt is miscolored. It's not supposed to be that brown. I mean, I know it's a brownish yellow, but it's not supposed to be that brown. It's very nice. It has a little bit of silver detailing in those pocket areas. It's sculpted well. He has very nice gauntlets, and he has very nice sculpted boots. So they did get some, if not most, of the detail down. I gotta say real quick, I did use a Dremel on my figure for the biceps so I can get more articulation out of the elbows, because his elbows only bend like that much. So I got a little bit more, but I don't think I want to keep using a Dremel at it, because it'll probably, look misshapen. I think for the most part the arm still looks okay. There's a little bit of plastic right there, but for the most part the elbows are have more articulation than before. So yeah, let's just go over it, and we'll go over it and we'll go look at the Mr. Freeze. So I'll be doing these guys in pairs just because it's easier that way. So yeah, so Batman's head can full 360 swivel, no up or down, no tilt or anything like that. So again, claim to be adult collector, but not really. These are more like for kids, but they have the detailing for adult collectors. They will be moving back to 6-inch, I think next year or something like that. So yeah, so that's good. Arms can go out, they can go forward that much, or well, I mean, 360 and in and out. No bicep swivel, no elbow swivel. He does have an elbow hinge. Bends about 90 degrees if on your guys' figures, if you have them, if you haven't done the Dremel thing or whatever on him. Only about that much, so barely even 90 degrees, but 90 degrees since I did the Dremel on his elbow. He does have a wrist swivel, no battering, no grapple hook or anything, but he does have an open hand on the other side for that, for something to hold. But again, these figures don't really come with any accessories unless they're meant to. Like Mr. Freeze, he comes with his gun, but Batman doesn't even come with a freaking battering. I don't understand these adult collector claims. They have it like written huge on the box on the corner. It's like adult collector and all that, highly detailed authentic figures, and I'm just like, whatever. So anyways, he has a waist swivel, waist swivel. I don't know my anatomy that well. He has no upper torso swivel or ab crunch. He has legs that go that much forward. They can go back a lot further, which is, I guess, okay, but, you're not going to pose Batman like he's running or something like that. His legs can go in and out, which is those weird DC-UC crotch things or whatever, crotch pits. He does have a upper knee swivel, a knee bend, and no foot articulation whatsoever. So that's pretty much Batman. I give him about like a 7 out of 10, mainly because of the peanut head and the articulation. I'm going to give a lot of these guys not even a 10 out of 10. If anything, Mr. Freeze, but we'll see. So let's go over Mr. Freeze. So Mr. Freeze, here he is, pretty detailed, pretty nice. I like the blue. I wish there was a little more gray. It's kind of just mostly gunmetal gray with, a few highlights of different colors. But yeah, so I have his dome off right now. You can't take off the dome. You have to get like pretty much an X-Acto knife and pry it in right here, with the dome on, and like flick it off. So his dome, I'll get it back on in a second, so I can go over this. He does have this waist or upper torso swivel, and it's to move his head, but it doesn't really do anything. So if you take off the dome, you can actually swivel his head. I wouldn't recommend 360 because that might be hard. You can get, actually, yeah, I think that's as far as you can get it, just left and right, and that's pretty much it. He does have his goggles. I did, before this review, paint his goggles a what do you call that? Gloss red color, because the flat red that was on there, it looked okay, but I like this gloss red a lot better. It stands out way more. So yeah, his head can swivel. Arms can go that much out, and he does have these little like shoulder pads that are like movable, so that's nice. It doesn't hinder articulation at all. His arms can go that much forward. He does have an elbow bend, only about like 90 degrees or so. No swivels or anything, just a swivel at the wrists, and that's pretty much it. He does come with his freeze gun, very limited or little detail on that, and he does come with his backpack, which does come off, and you could put it on when you take him out of the package, but it's kind of stuck, so I can't take that off to show you. But that's pretty much it for his accessories. And then again with this, he has that, but that doesn't really do anything. Moves his head like a little bit, but yeah. And legs can go out that much forward. They can't go back at all. He does have a knee bend, which is pretty nice. He's got the little elbow. I cannot think or talk. He's got a knee, or the knee pad, and he's got a swivel at the thigh, and then no foot articulation. So overall, I think it's a pretty good, not pack, but the figures. I just wanted to review them together, since, you know, like Arkham City. So this is gonna be the Arkham City video, and then here's me attempting to get the dome back on him. It's kind of hard. You have to get it a certain way first. You have to pretty much go underneath and then kind of push it in, but also rearrange. See, there we go. Yeah, so that's his dome. It's very shiny. Yeah. So overall thoughts on these figures, they're pretty good. I'm kind of disappointed in Batman. That's why I give him a 7. Articulation's not so huge with these figures for me, but it's about getting the sculpts and getting size and proportions right. As long as you do that and then pretty decent paint job, then articulation doesn't really have to matter too much. For posing, yeah, it matters, because you can't really do any good poses with him. Kind of can get Batman in this punching pose, and you can get Mr. Freeze in this like I'm gonna freeze you pose. But yeah, that's pretty much it for these figures. I'll be going over the rest of the figures that I have. I don't have I basically just have all of them from the Arkham games. Not all of them, but just one Batman and one villain to go along with it. So that's why I'm pretty much reviewing them this way. I hope you guys like my review. Check out my channel for the rest of the other reviews and all that. I'll be reviewing more stuff later on. I'm going to be getting a lot more DC collectibles to review. Other things coming along the way. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Comment down below, what do you think I should review next after these wave of DC Multiverse figures. And yeah, you guys are pretty cool. My name's pretty cool too.